Hello, welcome to this P-51D tutorial. In this video, I'll be talking about how to utilize the air-to-ground bombs for the aircraft. To begin, we can put bombs on pylons 7 and 4, bombs, and when you select your bombs, you will see that there is a yellow-orange triangle up here. If we click it, it will open a new window where we can set the fusing options for the munition. So here, with this default fuse, we can see function delay, 0 seconds, and arming vane revs required, and then a number. This function delay is how long after impact our weapon will explode. So 0 seconds means it will explode as soon as it impacts something. And arming vane revolutions required means the bomb's spinner, the arming vane, needs to rotate 160 times before the bomb will arm itself. At the back, we can see this little spinner. That is the arming vane that will be rotating to arm the bomb. You have many different fusing options. Each fuse will have different options that apply to it. Here we can see this fuse type has a 5 or 11 second fuse. If we want it to impact and then explode 5 or 11 seconds later. These bombs have fuses that measure in hours, in half hour, in a tenth of a second, and so on, milliseconds. Lots of different fusing options. I'll just use the default for today. And once again, you can adjust the revolution depending on the fuse. This one you can play with or cannot play with. Some of them you might be able to. It's just letting you know how many times it has to spin, which is essentially how high up you need to drop it from. This 8 revolutions you can drop from pretty low. The fuse is at an hour. So you can drop it low level, not worry about damaging yourself, and then have it explode later. The ones with very little fuse time require more revolutions, so you drop it at a higher altitude so you do not damage your aircraft. When we have the bombs, we'll be pretty heavy, so we need to watch our fuel amount. I have 45% fuel with 2 bombs, and that is taking me pretty close to the maximum weight for the aircraft. All right, with that, let's go ahead and get in the air, and I'll show you how to use them. Alrighty, as we're flying over to the targets, they're going to be somewhere about over there. There they are. Let's talk about setup. So to arm your bombs, we will go to the weapon select switch, put release mode to both, and then we will move the bomb arming switches to the down position. This will now have both of our bombs armed. Set up like this, if we hit the weapon release button, it will release both bombs. Or we can utilize the bomb salvo left and right to release them individually, left for left and right for right. Just keep in mind that if you release one and not the other, you're going to have a pretty big wing imbalance, and you'll pitch to the side with the bomb still on the plane. The bomb salvo release left and right are named exactly as they are on the physical controls, and of course you have your weapon release if you want to release both. When we are going to attack the target, we're going to want to be, for a dive bomb, several thousand feet up, going about 200, 225, and we will utilize the center dot as our aiming point. Get my altitude up to, I don't know, let's say about 4,000 feet. All right, it's looking good. And one of my preferred methods is I'll wait until the target is about in line with the end of my wing, and then I'll go in to dive. So the target is about in line with my wing. Going to dive down. And you can go weapon release. Away they go. And it'll probably fall short. We'll see how it goes. Yep, a little off to the side, but actually pretty in line with the target. If I wasn't left and right so much, it would have had a good hit. I'll go grab some more bombs and give you another example. All right, back in the air. For this example, I'm going to be at about 6,000 feet. I'm going to roll down, line up my target in about a 40 to 60 degree dive, and release when I'm at about 2,000 feet. So again, I'm going to wait for my target to hit my wing. It has. I'll roll down, get my angle. When I'm at about 2,000 feet, I'm going to drop. feet, release. And pretty close. So with practice, you can get a lot more stable and more consistent results. I'll do one more example utilizing one of the delay fuses. We'll do a low-level run, use a delay fuse to drop the bomb, and then have it explode probably about 10-11 seconds after we drop them. Alrighty, I'm back with the 11-second delay fuse installed on these bombs. Now keep in mind, even though it's 11-second delay, it still requires the 160 revolutions of the spinner on the bomb to arm. So I can't release it right at ground level. I'll be coming in low, but I'll have to pop up to get enough altitude for the actual bombs to fly through the air and arm themselves. This will take some more practice as well, because you don't have the tried and true come in at 6,000, roll into 40 to 60 degrees and release at 2,000. You'll have to gauge it by your airspeed and how much you come up from. But this is a nice way to do a relatively low-level bombing run without risk of damaging your aircraft. I'll go for that target right on that hillside. So I'm going to come up a little bit now that I'm closer. Level off, and I'm going to try and estimate when I need to release the bombs. So this will come with practice. I'm probably not going to hit it, but we'll see how close I can get. So I'm going to release them now, and we'll see where they land. After 11 seconds, they should explode. There they are. So they exploded back out here. I released too late there. So once again, just play with it, see what works, what doesn't for your speeds and your altitudes. And for dive bombing, the tried and true method is fly at about 6,000 feet, roll inverted when the enemy is at the front of your wing, 45 to 60 degree dive, and then release the bombs at 2,000 feet. And as you saw, that'll get your munitions pretty close, if not right on your target. You just need to give it enough time to practice. I hope that helped. Thanks for watching.